I weighed myself this morning and I'm officially down 20 pounds, which sounds crazy. I'm like shook because I can't believe I let myself gain the weight. And at the same time, I just can't believe my results. You know, like the keto diet, the keto lifestyle has really changed. I feel like changed me for the better, changed my eating habits for the better. And I just feel like I have more control now. So these are the same pants I wore in my last fitness update, and I like these because they kind of cut me off, so I feel like I can really see like my weight loss in these Nike pants. Like they almost cut off my circulation, okay? But the biggest notice is my stomach has leaned out. I mean, everything has definitely got smaller. My arms have gotten smaller. Starting to see definition. I feel like I'm just overall leaning out. And it's all because of the diet. I don't even want to say diet, it's a lifestyle change. Coffee is always first. I drink so much coffee now. I definitely drink a lot more coffee. This is my pre-workout, so I have 6 ounces, it's like half a cup, and you just kind of have to figure out what's comfortable for you. Some people can do more, some people have to do less. When I first started drinking coffee as my pre-workout, I did 4 ounces because 6 was like, it had me wired. Because, you know, I've been fasting since 4 p.m. So I started with 4, and then once that got comfortable, I think it took like a couple weeks, then I moved on to 6. I probably won't do more than this because I drink another cup later. And it's like I'm not trying to be wired, you know. Oh, no cream, no sugar, okay? Just black coffee. Alright guys, so this is my signature keto acai bowl. I eat this every morning. I'm actually obsessed with it. There's 2 different ways you can make this. You can make it with almond butter, which you guys know that's like my ish right there, or without almond butter, and it saves you about 200 calories. Alright, we're gonna start with 1 tablespoon chia seeds, and I do 3 tablespoons of the hemp seeds. This is almost like, kind of like a rice texture, so when you put almond milk or coconut milk in it, it kind of expands. So it gives you a nice little rice pudding. And I always measure them out with my tablespoon measuring cup. It's not a cup.
It's your measuring tool, whatever.
Yeah, okay. So you always want to measure it with a tablespoon measuring tool, cup, whatever it's called. I pre-measured everything I put in the bowl. So whenever I make these, I like to put them in a Tupperware container just because I can seal it, and then in the morning, if I have somewhere to go, I can just take it with me. So we're just gonna put the chia seeds and the hemp seeds, in the Tupperware container, and then you guys are gonna kill me for this, but I typically don't measure the coconut milk. It's probably a little less than a quarter of a cup, I would say. I just like to fill it up until the chia seeds and the hemp seeds are covered. Oh. Let me show you here. Yeah, that's pretty good. So if you like it a little bit creamier or watery, you can always add more, but this is probably perfect amount. So I seal it up, and then I put it in the refrigerator, and it'll be ready for tomorrow. It actually only takes a couple hours. One time I forgot to put this in the refrigerator the night before, and I put it in before my workout, and it was like an hour. It was fine. It wasn't as like plump. You know, the seeds weren't as plump, but it was fine. So always do this the night before. All right, because I'm in chef mode, I already prepped, so you can see what the chia seeds look like. So this one's a little bit more on the watery side, which is fine because I add almond butter. Let's see. So I do 2 tablespoons, and I don't measure out the actual tablespoons. I just get a spoonful. Almond butter, no sugar added, y'all. I usually get my almond butter from Whole Foods. I mean, this is not sponsored, but it could be, you know? But this is just Justin's almond butter. All right, so almond butter is like a little bit thicker of a consistency, and it's harder to just mix, so I blend it. All right, so for those of you who like, I guess, a sweeter breakfast or a sweeter acai bowl, you can always add stevia. So I'm just gonna put like 3 drops in there. So stevia is a 0-calorie sweetener. So you can pretty much add it to whatever you want and you are straight. I just like to put a little bit in because I like it to be kind of sweet. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lick the mixer too. All right, so the hard part is pretty much over. This is like the easiest thing you can make and it's raw. So I just feel like when I eat this, I just really lean out. You know, I love it so much. Here we have pumpkin seeds. So you can measure out the pumpkin seeds per serving according to the back, but I usually just do like a tablespoon or a handful. Just gonna put this right up on here. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the coconut chips. Just gonna put a handful in there. So I typically have pecans. They're like the best thing for a keto diet, but we're using walnuts today. I bought the wrong thing at Whole Foods. So I'm like, I guess I'm stuck with them. And I'll just do a handful of walnuts. And I finish off the bowl with blueberries. Ooh, doesn't that look so good? And there you have it, my keto acai bowl. So good.
I don't think there's anything left.
There's still almond butter. I can see it.
You can see it, but can you taste it? Put the Tupperware down, please. Put it. I'm done.
So typically I'll make my acai bowl, eat it, I'll be done with it by 11:30. I'll wait an hour and then I'll have my bulletproof coffee. If I have errands to run, I'll just make the bulletproof coffee to go. The coffee almost serves as a snack until my last meal, which is at 3:30. It sounds crazy, but when you add like these good fats to your meals, to your coffee, it really fills you up. So the measurements are always on the back at the very top of the nutrition facts. It tells you how many calories per tablespoon. I usually just do a scoop. This is actually probably a tablespoon. It's a thicker consistency, so I just leave the spoon in there and then I use it to stir it when it's done. I put 2 drops of stevia just because this is super sweet and it can just really ruin the coffee if you put too much. Just a couple drops there. And then the MCT oil, I believe this is a tablespoon also. I don't measure it anymore, but if you're just starting keto, you're just starting the bulletproof coffee, definitely measure your MCT oil. Let's see, just put a little bit in there. Yes, fatten it up. And then I also like to add cinnamon just for extra flavor. This is an option. A lot of people will add milk, but I just add cinnamon. I don't do any coconut milk or almond milk, really. I just kind of like it black with my little fats here. Oh, look at that. You can see all the fat on the top. This grosses a lot of people out, but I think the flavor of ghee, the butter, and the MCT oil is just so good. When I first started keto, I was doing 3 meals a day. I wasn't fasting at all, and I don't think you should fast in the beginning of the diet. I think you need 3 weeks of just being on the keto diet before you incorporate intermittent fasting, just because it's a lot for your body to handle. So when I first started the keto diet, I was doing 3 meals a day, no snacking, and the meals were their keto meals, but they were pretty big in portion. Like my eggs in the morning were like 4 eggs, like 6 pieces of bacon, avocado, cheese. It was like a really heavy meal. And then once that kind of got to the point where it was too much food, I scaled it down to 2 meals a day. And I was doing 2 meals a day probably for almost a month. Well, I'm still doing 2 meals a day, but 2 big, they were like, the plates were full, okay? 2 big meals a day. And then after maybe, well, I guess a month of doing that, because I'm on my 3rd month now, a month of doing that, I felt like I was still eating too much food, so I cut my portions in half. I just wasn't feeling my best, and I felt like I needed to make another change, so that's when I started doing the keto grain bowl, and I actually found that on YouTube. Once I started eating I call it a keto acai bowl, I really started to lean out, and I think my body is just responding so well to raw in the morning, raw food, so not cooked at all, and then having 1 cooked meal. It's just leaning me out. It's just doing the best for me. And so I'm just gonna stick to that until I feel like I need a change, I'm bored, or if I feel like I'm not getting progress. So right now it's like, I feel like every week it's like progress. So I'm just gonna stick with what I'm eating now. But I just want you guys to, like, I'm making these videos because I really want you guys to be encouraged to live a healthier lifestyle, but also not to be discouraged if you don't see results right away. It takes time. I'm on my 3rd month and I'm just now starting to feel like I have control of the diet. I kind of fully understand what I can and can't eat, and I guess it's mainly just control. It takes so much time, and I think what really helped me the first couple months was not cheating. Like, do not cheat, don't eat carbs. And when I say carbs, I mean yeast, bread, like don't eat the pasta, the really bad carbs. You can eat carbs from vegetables, but don't eat the bad carbs, don't cheat. If you go out with your friends and you have to drink, make sure to drink clear liquor like vodka, tequila. Don't do beer. Try and stay away from any sugar. And I really feel like that's why I've seen so much progress, is because I really wasn't cheating. And I went the first month without drinking alcohol. And that kind of just, I feel like kick-started everything, you know? When it comes to the fasting, I'm not gonna necessarily stick to it Monday through Sunday. I feel like I'm gonna probably do Monday through Friday going forward, or if there's like, say there's a dinner and it happens to be on a weekday, then I'll probably just start the fast whenever I'm done eating. So I'm not super strict in that way. I'm still letting myself have fun. Now I'm at a point where if I do drink alcohol, I am not beating myself up about it, so I will drink on the weekends. Only if it's like I'm going out and everyone's drinking, we're having a good time. If it's just like me and Les, I'm probably not gonna have anything to drink because it's like pointless. I'm gonna wake up the next morning like, ugh. You definitely can be social and have a life on keto. It's just, you really have to have that self-control. And I think you get it on like the second to third month. It's not easy, you guys. Like, losing weight, if it was easy, then every time someone wanted to lose weight, they would. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of self-control. And it just takes a lot of commitment, really. Like, you have to be committed to this. Listen, if you do your research on the keto diet and you're really sticking to it, like no carbs at all, no bread, no pasta, no pizza, nothing, and no sugar, if you stick to it, you will lose weight, okay? You are gonna lose weight, especially the first, well, I feel like honestly the first month I lost, it was like 10 to 12 pounds. And then after that, everyone was telling me like, oh my God, like you look like you've lost so much weight. And I feel like on the second month, it was like I was losing inches and not weight. And then at the end of the second month, which was not that long ago, I feel like the weight just like on the scale just came off. And that's just kind of how it happens. It's super slow at first, and then boom, all of a sudden you're gonna just drop the pounds like that. You just have to stay committed. And this is a lifestyle change. This is gonna be my life. If I wanna stay lean and stay at this weight, you know, I have to kind of live like this. I really have to watch what I eat, and I'm committed to it. I wanna do it. Like, I don't wanna say I don't like eating out, but I like eating healthy. Like, I enjoy it, I love it. I feel better overall. It's just, it's gonna be good for me. It's good. It's good. I guess the one thing I just want you guys to take with you is to be consistent. Don't give up. Don't cheat. Okay? And it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be difficult, but the reward after getting through that first 2 months is, you're gonna be so happy with your results, I promise. So this is my last meal of the day, shrimp and broccoli. I'm gonna add some ghee to it so we have some nice healthy fats. And I'm gonna add an avocado. I'm gonna do the full avocado. I don't know, I'm kind of craving avocado, so that's what we're about to do. But typically it's like half. Most of the time I'll do half of the avocado. And so we're just gonna put ghee on top of this. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and we're gonna heat it up, and this is it. That's dinner, y'all. Boom, so there you have it, my last meal of the day. I know it doesn't look pretty, like the whole layout isn't cute, but you guys get it. Avocado, shrimp, broccoli. I really try my best to stick to white fish. I don't even do like a lot of chicken or beef. It's really fish or ground turkey, veggies, avocado every day. I don't even try and get crazy with the cooking. I try and keep it as simple as possible. It's like I just need to feed my body, you know? Like, I just need to feed my body. Yes, I want it to taste good, but it doesn't have to be this amazing dish every day. Like, it really doesn't, you know? All right, I'm about to tear up this food, y'all. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. Do you guys like updates like this, like fitness updates, what I eat updates, life updates? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, see y'all later.